Hello, my name is Michael Wasek. Okay, so today I'm presenting my pitch for my Vessi campaign plan. And of course, when it comes to this, I have to meet the brief. So obviously I've been asked to create 3 ideas, which is a print, radio and audiovisual advert. And obviously I'll need to promote, and I have promoted, the unique selling point of just basically living a healthier, more beneficial lifestyle for the consumer. So moving on is my logo and slogan. And I went for quite a simplistic design, because obviously you can see here the gradient, the blue and red, very simple text, it just stands out, especially in the gradient. And all these colours, at least in my eyes, are meant to represent sort of a more diverse audience, and I'm also fully both genders, so male and female, just to show that everyone is included in it, and no one's excluded basically. And yeah, I particularly I chose the Key to Your Health slogan, as I thought this was, it was quite straight to the point. It just makes it clear what its purpose is, why it's basically become a thing, and what it can offer really to the consumer itself. And I definitely didn't just only want to focus on its taste or just how it would quench your thirst, more specifically just the health and how it would benefit your lifestyle. So moving on to print advert, and again the more simplistic design, sort of same text, keeping to that theme. We have the model here who's running, to show this would be used in active situations like running, exercise, all this stuff. And of course here, with design, I've got a drop shadow here to make it stand out from the red. Same logo and slogan here as well, just emphasising that point that it's really for the consumer itself and not just for essentially just for making money, and more for the actual consumer's benefit. And even though male run is shown, of course, I believe this sort of applies to both genders, and the whole idea is meant to be for any person in the target audience, no matter male, female, race, anything like that, they can all consume it, and it's all inclusive basically. So the next thing here is a radio advert. As you see here, I worked on this in Logic Pro, and I recorded all the sound effects and created the instrumental myself and the jingle as well. So yeah, and in my opinion, this provides everything that a standard industry radio advert provides, with sound effects, the necessary narration, all this stuff. And I think this really well portrays the benefit on the consumer as well. And I think this really meets the brief in hitting those targets. So now I will play the radio advert.
Do you need a boost? Something to push you further, that can benefit you, not just on the run, but in your life? Vessi Water is the solution. Packed with natural electrolytes to benefit your health and fulfill your youth. Vessi, the key to your health.
Once again, very straight to the point. Doesn't really take a long time to explain what it's for. It's very straight to the point, and it's clear exactly that you know exactly who the war's aimed for, basically, and why it basically exists and why it's here. And then here is my audiovisual advert with my storyboard with loads of detail about shot types, the actions on screen, how the shots will look, sound effects, pretty much everything you need. I've gone into great detail about all these things as well. And I think it responds to the brief quite well, because it provides everything that really anyone needs to understand it. And as well, if a person was just to see it, they'll be able to understand what the aim of it is and what it's trying to sell basically and promote. And yeah, I personally think it goes into great detail and meets the requirements. So to conclude and to summarize, I believe that you as the client should put faith into my company to create advertising material They've demonstrated how my advertisements meet your specific target audience, how it meets the requirements that you set in the brief, and what you want out of it, and how it's more effective than the competition's promotion. And this is why I believe you should trust enough to create your advertising campaign.